review of the series called Noughts and Crosses, guys. My sister linked me up, hooked me up with the series. She was like, you need to watch this series called Noughts and Crosses. And I had the two episodes on my laptop for like 2 weeks or something. And then I watched it yesterday and oh my gosh, Noughts and Crosses. It's based on a series of novels by Malorie Blackman. I think she's a British writer. Apparently it's young adult novels. I think it's 3 novels. So once I found out that it's based on novels, on books, on a series of novels, I was like, maybe I should just read the books, you know? But so far I have the series. I know usually when I watch a movie before the book, I eventually just want to get the book, because the book is just, books are amazing, guys. Books will give you life. Books are life. They are everything. So you know, books have, I don't know, they just give more to the story than a movie or a series ever would. So yeah, it's called Noughts and Crosses. I watched only 1 episode of the first season. It was shot in South Africa. It's like a dystopian society where white people are, where the white people are the ones that are being enslaved by black people. I think now the society has moved up to a place where white people are allowed to do things, because the white boy who's part of like the leading cast is now going to join the military, if I'm not mistaken, or like a military school. And majority of the people there are black people, so all the new white kids that are coming up are being looked at weird, you know, just like how we get looked at weird when we go into white spaces. So the white boy is going to a black space, and you know, it's the weirdest thing for black people, because they are called the crosses and the white people are called the noughts. So it's kind of like, why is this not in our space? You know, we are the higher society, we are better. And can I just tell you, I am so like amazed. I don't know if it is what it is. I am still researching and trying to find out. But the black actors there, the way they hit the British accents, oh my gosh, it's amazing. So I'm going to find out. I don't know if their voices are dubbed over by other British actors, but it's amazing how, yeah, it's on point. So I just saw now it got loaded onto DSTV now, on the DSTV Now app, meaning I can watch it in HD, meaning I can properly see, you know, if the voices are speaking behind, if their lips are moving behind the voices. So if they're lip syncing or lip acting or lip speaking, I don't know. But yeah, if they're doing that, if they're lip syncing, I will be able to see and I can tell. So yeah, guys, the series is based on a novel. So I just found it interesting for a change, you know. Imagine a world where black people were the colonizers. I mean, can you imagine a world like that? Is that world even possible? Are black people capable of colonizing? You know, I think it's been drummed into us for so long that we are the weaker race, that we are not smart. We would never be able to do that. We would never be able to have power over another race, another person like that. I think that that's wrong, because I think black people, especially Africans, we come from a society that is about cherishing people. Not to say we're perfect, but even if we have the capacity to do that, I don't think we would forcefully just take people under our wing by force, you know. So I don't know. But yeah, imagine a world like that. Can you imagine it? I don't know. So yeah, the continent is called Africa, if I'm not mistaken. The series was filmed in Cape Town, if I'm not mistaken, as well, in South Africa. So yeah, I mean, it's amazing because now you see white people living in the hood, in the CBD, you know. So I'm guessing that was probably, I've never been to Cape Town, so maybe that's like Belleville, where there's a scene where Callum is walking and it's like a CBD place. You know, if you walk under like trains, you know, most by the train stations, there's always like an underground type of area where you're walking and there's people, hawkers, and it's dark-ish. So he's walking under something like that and it's like, oh my god, gosh, white people in South Africa would never, they would rather die than do that. So, you know, I mean, the black family has a maid, and the maid is white. The madam has a secretary, I mean, an assistant. The assistant is white. The madam gets woken up, you know, by the kids who are happy and full of life, the black kids, and the maid is just there. Like how our mothers are, they're just there going through the motions, doing what they gotta do to secure the bag, even if it's working in situations like that. So, you know, there's this gorgeous statue. I'll try and get a picture of it. There's this amazing statue of, like, you know how the Statue of Liberty in America is like, it's almost like even the way they show the city, it's like a bunch of cities put together. I don't know, the architecture is beautiful, but like there's a statue that's there, and it's like a big mama wearing a toque. I don't know what she's holding in her hand. Oh my gosh, it's adorable. So there's a conversation in there with a girl, the leading girl, Stephanie, I think her name is Stephanie, where she asks the assistant, the white woman, how she chose her career, or if this is her career. And that lady is like, babe, this is not a career. First of all, I am an assistant. Sorry, we don't have this. I am an assistant. How is this a career? I want to do other things. If you people could let me do other things in life, I would do them. And like that moment is kind of like, you know, that's what white people treat us like. They like to us, you know. So your career is to be a maid. No, it's not. I had hopes and dreams. I had other things that I wanted to do, and here I am. Unfortunately, I have to get, you know, the bread. I have to secure the bag. I have to get some bacon. And unfortunately, assistanting is the one thing I can do. That's kind of what we're living now. So sad, bitter truth. So yeah. There's a scene which is amazing where Callum is a waiter at the party, you know, with all the rich black people and the important black people. And I think he breaks a glass when Stephanie helps Callum to like get a band-aid on his finger. The band-aid is dark brown, y'all. It's like my skin color type of band-aid. I was so happy because I'm like, guys, imagine a world where band-aids, the first choice is a dark brown band-aid. Where will that ever happen? Because we are not loved. Nobody cares about us. Like, the representation is amazing. You know, like, imagine a band-aid that just fades into your finger. Nobody sees, unless you buy a pink one. But like, nobody, or a blue one or whatever. But nobody sees that it's a band-aid because like, you don't think twice to be like, this person is injured because it's like, it's gonna match my skin tone. Representation. This is all that we want, people. Representation. It's just a band-aid. You are not giving us all the power you have. Just a band-aid. Anywho, so yeah, I mean, in comes Stephanie's. So Stephanie's like basically the it girl, you know. She's the lead. She's the girl who's like trying to study something that's gonna change the world, you know. Like, oh my gosh, she's like that privileged girl who thinks she can just change things by saying ahem. A girl who doesn't realize that her life has been influenced and she's been raised in such a way that as much as she can try to be a good person, within her she's still raised to believe that notes are nothing, you know. So I mean, she can have that one note that comes, you know, like how white people will be like, our maid is family. I mean, yeah, the storyline of the series is currently good. I really like it. I like that the kids call their father Baba. They don't say Baba, or they don't say daddy or dad. They say Baba. And I feel like that's amazing because it means black people have, you know, the culture of black people is so much assimilated, has been acculturated, has been like adapted into those white, like they didn't grow up as just white. And then Sephi, in one scene, see how I spoke about how she's just a privileged little princess of a rich man. In one scene where they are being attacked, where Sephi and Callum are being attacked by these other white guys who are like part of the rebels, I think. Sephi is like like this one guy is holding her back, and then she's like, let go of me, you Blanca. So Blanca is like the racist word for white people. And it's just awkward because now when Callum's white, he's a Nord, so he's a Blanca by racist standards. And Sefi is this, I'm trying to change the world girl. And she said Blanca. Awkward. So I like the fact that eventually, though, she does come to the point where she's like, you know what? I was raised this way. This is what I know. I don't know any other way. I thought I was different, but I'm not. So you still see that, she realizes that she's wrong and she was raised different and she has to do better. Oh, what I did want to point out though was that there's a rebel called Dawn. I think it's Jack Dawn, his name. So he's a rebel of the Noughts, the white people. And Callum's friend was hit by black cops. So they did the whole narrative where, let me stop saying black cops, was hit by the cross cops. So cute. The cops walk around with knobkiris, guys. Like, how dope is that? They don't have guns, they have knobkiris. So they hit Danny with a knobkiri on his head because basically police brutality. So you know how that story goes. They hit him with a knobkiri on his head. Then he was in hospital, and then his parents weren't allowed to see him. It was a whole drama. So there was a whole protest and everything. So Jack Dawn, the rebel leader guy, came into the hospital, and he was Jude, Callum's brother, had been sitting with Danny by his bedside. So Danny was there, in pubs and oxygen masks and everything. And okay, for them to be able to get access to see him, it was because the princess Stephanie had spoken to the guard and said his family and friends are allowed to see him. So then now they were allowed. He left the room, left the political rebel guy with the patient Danny. What did that Blanca do? He then took, I don't know if Blanca is a bad word, it's a made up word. So then what the note did is he basically smothered Danny with a pillow, caused him to die. I think he's gonna die. I hope he's gonna die, because politically I feel like that is a much needed death. Because if a child dies because of police brutality, as the minority, as the marginalized community, you need that death to happen for the richer class to actually see, okay, maybe we might be doing some effed up things to these people. So I don't know, I like where the story is heading. I like that this rebel Jack Dawn guy is like, listen, I mean, one death is nothing when we could win this big war against us being discriminated. Yes, it's sad for the parents. It's horrible for the parents, but like, somebody has to die. There has to be a casualty. And I'm sorry, Danny, it's most likely gonna be you because you're already sick in bed. So, the prime minister does not like the fact that police brutality is happening. So I think the prime minister is currently a woman, which I think also it's very imaginative, because like, I don't think if African men were leading, they would not let a woman be a prime minister slash president. But then again, the story is set in the 21st century. So just look at apartheid alone. Women had to put away issues to deal with women to fight the national war, which was apartheid. So I don't know, maybe after everybody was like able to walk around next to each other and be semi-integrated, when it got to the 21st century, then women were allowed to stand and run for office. I don't know, but like I said, I do want to read the book some more. I do want to read the books some more. I do want to read the books in general. So I do want to read the books. I want to see how the story goes. I don't know where I'm gonna get them, so if you have the hookup, holler at your sister. But yeah, one last thing is that I do like I hope that white people will watch it, because I do think that it will show white people how they treat us by using them. Because I think for so long we've been talking and sharing with white people about how they treat us, using us as the image, portraying how they treat us. So I don't think they'll care. But if they see a white person being a maid, being a nanny, being an assistant, and being spoken to like they're lesser than, I think maybe it'll show something amazing. It'll show them how we feel, and they will be different towards us. We can only hope and pray. We pray that God hears us, and we pray that God will tell white people to stop treating us like trash, because we are human beings and we deserve everything that we ask for. And we deserve the opportunities that we ask for as well. We deserve the opportunity to be great and to have power as well. Like, they should not feel threatened. So, yeah. Bye.